everybody, it's me, Vanessa, the Vanessa Jasey Show, and we're here at the Extravaganza, right here in Monclair at The Secret, and we're here with the lovely K.I.R.P Dogg. Hi K.I.R.P Dogg, how are you?
Hey, how you doing? I'm doing really good. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. So I understand that you're from Long Beach, California. So what are you doing here in New Jersey on the East Coast? What's going on with you?
Well, right now I'm just, doing a little radio station tour and doing a few shows, a few gigs in there, showcasing the new single called The After Party.
Okay. All right, The After Party. So is your life a party? Because mine is.
Sure is.
Alright, so just, for those that don't know who you are, just tell them a little bit about yourself. How did you get into this? When did you get started? Those type of things.
Well, first of all, my name is K.I.R.P Dogg. Represent Long Beach, California, represent the West Coast. And I got into the business from, a few family members and a few other friends of mine, growing up in the neighborhood of Long Beach. And just, used to play around and just make music for just the neighborhood. And then we became kind of like well known for doing it. And then we started making music, just for the city. Then it grew into performing out of state. And just kind of like stuck with it. So now,
okay. So now you're here in Jersey. Now is this your first time here on the East Coast?
Second time.
Okay. So is there a difference between the East Coast and the West Coast? Because a lot of people always say, no, East Coast repping, West Coast repping, whatever. Is there like a major difference to you?
I would say the weather, first and foremost. The people are kind of different, Some people actually come up to me and talk to you and they greet you. I would say the hospitality out here is really nice. A lot of people show me love out in Jersey and New York. So it's pretty cool. Boston too. A lot of people show me love in Boston. So yeah, I like it out here.
Okay. All right. So are you gonna move here? Are you gonna get a place here as well?
I was thinking about it. I brought one of my cousins along with me, and she got a nice 3-story house, and I'm like, well, I need to get your real estate so I can give her some of those houses, But yeah, I like to live out here.
Okay. All right. So is this your back to your single? Is this your first album that you put out, or you've already had a couple out already?
Well, I've had like a couple soundtracks out, but right now it's going to be my first, single release, and up-and-coming album should be released next July. That'll be very lovely, called The K.I.R.P Show. So the first single right now is called The After Party.
Okay. Now you're very handsome. My lady fans are going to be watching. They're going to ask this question: are you single? Are you married? Do you have a family? They want to know what is your status, and I want to know because I'm nosy.
My status right now, of course, everyone knows, the whole planet, yes, I'm married. I have 4 beautiful, wonderful children, okay? And all together between my lovely wife and between me, I have 7 all together.
Shush.
But, I represent them as my kids as well, so I'm a family man, but I just like to do this type of work and be on the road. Doing shows and constantly working, doing interviews, and being everywhere like broken glass. So I like to work.
Okay. So how do you juggle your career and your big family life? Like how do you manage to
It's very difficult. It takes a lot of prayer and God willing to be able to do this and have a family is very difficult. But as long as you know how to have a good head on your shoulders and you know how to, go on the road and not get in trouble.
Okay. So how did you get this name, K.I.R.P Dogg? Where did that come from?
To break that down, I would say a long time ago, I would say one of the big personnel hip-hop artists on the West Coast, pretty much, kind of like gave the name to me, I took it and ran with it, and it stuck with me ever since, So a lot of people in the neighborhood, coming up, they just always, I guess it was inherited, So put it like that. So the name stuck with me, and I've been rocking with it for, for some years now, so I like it, so I'm gonna keep it.
Okay. All right. Now, how do you feel about hip hop music today as opposed to back in the 90s and the 80s? Because me personally, I just think hip hop was way more creative back then. You know, I mean, people, like the dancers in the videos were known. Now it's like the same video pose. Excuse me, I'm sorry, ladies. You know, the blinging and the fancy cars. Like, what do you think about hip hop today?
Well, it's definitely evolved from, even if you push it back to like, you know, 79, 82, 83, Grandmaster Flash, you know, Sugar Hill Gang, even when the African Bambaataa, you know, and when you push it back that far, it evolved from 80s to the 90s to the 2000s. So I like where it's going right now, because it's actually like 1 billion plus, you know what I mean, dollar amount every year, you know, so it's growing, you know, it's making a lot more than, you know, I would say rock and roll music is. They make the numbers, but, you know, hip hop is where it's at right now. Yeah.
Okay, and just a couple more questions. What about your social networking sites? Because it seems like everything is going to digital. It seems like everything is Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. It seems like the record labels don't even want to give anyone a deal anymore. They, you know, want you to do all the work and they'll just give you the budget and make the profit. Like, you know, how do you feel about all that now?
Right now,
is that easier?
Kind of, because like when we were younger, we didn't have internet, you know. I would say we kind of did, but it was like really slow. You had to use the dial-up, you know what I mean? But now it's so quick and so fast. It's like a double-edged sword. It can be good for your career, also could be bad. You know, bad thing is if somebody catch you on a camera phone and you slip in a puddle and fall, you know, everybody gonna laugh at you, you know, but your ratings will go up.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The good thing is you can always, you know, market and promote your music and reach out to fans that's across the world without a record label. And a lot of big record labels are kind of scared of that because it's easy to download music. It's easy to, you know, get to know the artist on a one-on-one level, talk to and communicate with them on Facebook, MySpace, LinkedIn, Twitter. You know, before it was like, if you wanted to meet the artist, you had to get VIP tickets or something like that. You know, like I remember my mom back in the day, she went to go see Prince because she's a big Prince fan. And in order to see Prince VIP, I was like, you know, you have to pay like $100, $200 tickets. I mean, so now it's like you can hit Prince up on Facebook. You know what I mean? You can chat with him and say what's up. So it's different, but I like how the internet has evolved with hip hop because it makes the fans, you know, get more involved with the artists. You know.
Yes, like interaction. Yeah, that's important. Okay, so if you could just tell us one more time about your project that you're working on now so people can go out and get it and download it and all that good stuff.
Okay. Oh yeah, feel free to download it. I love bootleggers. If you want to leave my music out, go right ahead. It's a beautiful thing. That's actually how hip hop started, from dubbing tapes from one another. You know, passing down. And even from listening to artists on the East Coast, when it was a time to where a lot of times we didn't get their music until like maybe 6 months to a year later.
Right.
But from everybody, if he was a hot artist, everybody would dub your tape, and it'll just filter through the South, and eventually come to the West Coast, and then from the West Coast back to the East Coast. You know, same thing. But if you would like to reach me, you can reach me at Facebook. Just type in Long Beach Creek Dogg, LONGBACH Creek Dogg, CRWEPDOWG. And of course I have a MySpace, Creek Dogg LBC. YouTube page is Creek Dogg TV, all one word. You know, on Twitter it's Creek Dogg LBC. So I'm easy to find online. You know. Please download for free. You can download the After Party song if you like it. You know, it will be available on iTunes next week. You know, so for everybody that wants to show support, you know, it'll be on iTunes for you.
Okay. All right. And do you run your own Facebook page, or do you have someone do it? Because a lot of celebrities have people doing their own Twitter and, you know, Facebook and all that stuff.
No, I'm monitoring my own Facebook page. I have it actually linked on to my cell phone, so it's all good. If fans want to reach out and show support and show love, you know, it actually hit me on the hip.
Okay.
You know, so I can reach out to the fans. You know, it won't be some robotic person doing it. So it'll be from me.
Okay. One last question. So just tell everybody the one thing that you would want them to know about you.
That's a tough question. I would say I'm all for the kids growing up and, you know, basically trying to make a change in and the urban communities for kids that really don't have a chance to, you know, express their thoughts, actually have the ambition and willpower to go out and do good, like get into school, get into sports, stay active, you know, and doing the right thing. So I definitely love, you know what I'm saying, to give back to the community at that aspect, that direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me on the Vanessa Jasey Show. Everyone's going to be looking out for you and your music, and you know, I want to see, you know, your growth in the game and see where you're going, and you know, I'm sure everybody else out there too. So much success to you. Good luck. Congratulations. And when is the party? Is there going to be a party or something for this new project?
Well, for this project, it's going to be a new party, but also I have another project that's up and coming called Destroy and Rebuild with my boy DJ Han Solo. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be like a West Coast, Dirty South, and East Coast collaboration. So I have a lot of up and coming artists that's going to be a part of that project as well. And I have a lot of different mainstream producers, like I got Steve Sola from New York. It's going to be a part of that project. I have Red Spider from New York. I have DJ Flipside from G-Unit Records. He'll be a part of that situation also. I also have Meech Wells, one of the Snoop's producers. He'll be a part of that project as well. So it'll be a nice little melting pot for everybody to, you know, dip their hands into. It's really cool.
Alright, good. Well, thank you, and sounds really interesting. Can't wait to see it. Thank you. So everybody, don't you touch that mouse. You're watching the Vanessa Jasey Show on the VJShow.com. See you in a minute.